Many students ignore this topic on how to draw a use case diagram because they feel like it is something tough. But if you ask me, this is a very easy one to score in any exam. Okay, when you got this to draw a use case diagram, please don't ignore this. Just what are the things you need to understand and how to draw. I will explain in very simple way. Okay, so before drawing, let's understand why we use case diagram. So a use case diagram helps us to understand what the system does, who uses the system, and how users interacts with it. So it is very commonly asked in the exams and our interviews as well. So that's why. So also it gives a complete functional view of the system in one diagram. So what are the requirements are there, right? We will be showing in a one diagram. So that is called use case diagram. So now I will explain the step by step what we need to find from the question, okay, and what will be the final diagram we have to draw, okay. So first you have to identify the system. So whenever you got a question on to draw a use case diagram, they will be providing some paragraphs or something like that. In that you will be you have to find the system. So first clearly identify the system. Here we are going to explain a question on online quiz management system. We are going to draw a diagram on that. So for that, first step what you need to do, in the question, after reading the question, you need to find the system name. Okay. So once you found the system name, you have to draw a large rectangle and draw the symbol name inside it. Okay. And write the system name inside it. Okay. You have to draw a rectangle and just write the name. That's all for the first step. Now, second step, what you need to do? Actors are used who interact with the system. So who are all interact with the system? See, like I am a user, I will use that. Like I am a student. So in quiz what I will write quiz, I will register, I will log in, all these things will be there. So I am the user, that means the actor who are using that. Okay. So there will be a problem statement. So in the question, right, you have to find the who are all the actors. So how to find that actors? Very simple. Once you read the question, right, you will find actors will the student will do this, student will do that. Like this it will be given. So from that please find the student. Okay. So the actor. So like this, definitely in the question, every question, any type of question, you after reading the question, so what a person will do, okay, what a person will do, those are all things will be given. So the person here is called the actor. Okay. So for that you have to draw the stick figures outside the system boundary. Inside the system boundary is nothing but we will draw a rectangle and write the system name, that is system boundary, and outside the system boundary we will draw the stick figures. Okay. Now what we have to do, once you find the actors, what are all the actors? So here in our question, right, there are only 3 actors. So if you ask me in any other question, there will be minimum of 2. Okay. So first you need to find the actors. Now after finding the actor, we need to find the use case of each actor. Like, see, what are the things students performs? So student performs the following actions. What he can do? He can register, he can log in. After login, he can select the subject and he can start the quiz of that subject, and he can answer the questions and he can submit the quiz, and also he can see his result, his or her result. So for all these things, what is common? See, student. These are the all things performed by the student. So here everything will be given in the question. Register, login, select subject, start quiz, answer question, submit quiz, view result. So you have to find the question. So you ask the Google or Gemini or anything to provide some questions on use cases. Okay. So that will provide the questions. So try to solve, like answer it, and again produce it to the ChatGPT or any AI and ask them whether I have done the correct or not. Like to practice for use case diagrams, it will be very simple to score in exam. So similarly for student, you have to check it for owners as course owners as well. Okay. What are all the use cases for course owners? What are the performance? What are the things? Actions course owner can do. He can create question bank. He can add questions. He can create quiz. He can set timings. He can view results, and he can generate reports. These are all the things that course owner can do. Okay, so everything you need to find from the question itself. Okay, so now what is the next step? Again, third use case is there, administrator use cases. So what are all the functions that is done by administrator? So here see, administrator, course that owner and student, these are all the three actors. What are the functions? That are the use cases. Okay, see, create user credentials, monitor activities, generate reports, copy question bank and move question bank. So these are all the use cases performed by the actor administrator. Okay, so now what are all the things after what we have to do? Just we have to connect the straight lines between the actor and their use cases. That's all. Now let me show you the diagram. Here in this diagram, if you see, what are the things I have done? First, as I told, I have drawn a rectangle and I have given the name online quiz management system. After that, I have found from the question, I have found the three actors. I have just drawn like this: student, course owner and administrator. I know it is not looking good, but yeah, in exam you have to draw like this. Okay, student, course and administrator, label the names, the actor name here down that, and after that in box, what are all the use cases performed by student, what are all the use cases performed by course owner, and what are the courses, use cases performed by administrator. Write all this and draw ovals. Okay, draw ovals and just link it. That's all. Okay, see, the same thing I have done. It's very easy, right? From the question you have to find the system name first. Okay, you will draw a rectangle and you will write the name. After that, what you will do, you will find the actors. Okay, after finding the actors, what you should do? You should draw like this. After finding the actors, you should know the use cases. That's all. Once done, again you have to verify. How? You have to do a final check. Actors are outside the system or not. The use cases are inside the system or not. A diagram, we can understand the diagram or not, and no unnecessary connections. Like link only the connections to the actor to the subjected performance. Subjected action. Okay. Don't link one actor to another use case like that. Okay. Also, what are all the mistakes will a student do while drawing this diagram? Actors inside the system. Okay, we don't have to do that. And long sentences as use case names. So from the question you will find he will register, like don't write the everything, just write a small word regarding that use case. Okay, also missing important use cases. So don't maximum what are all the use cases there that will be formed in that will be there in a sentences. Just find the keyword from that sentence and add that sentence to the diagram. That's all. Okay, and don't forget to mention the like what are the use cases. Definitely try to not missing important or not important, that's not mandatory. Maximum try to write all the use cases. Okay, don't miss any use case. Okay, and now don't do the overcrowded diagram. Okay, it should be look like a clear and neat and visible. Okay, the examiner can understand. So final exam tip is always draw system boundary first, and after that you use stick figures for actors and use ovals for use cases, and finally I can say a well drawn use diagram can fetch even more full marks. Okay, so even before the examiner reads your answer right, he will check the diagram first. Okay, so here these are all the tips. So if you want more interesting videos like this with this explanation, then don't forget to subscribe to Wilpwala. Thank you.